Hey, folks. Hey, before I get started, before he starts recording, I just want to tell you a couple things. Uh, there's three stocks I believe that will make you some money before the end of the year. Uh, what I'll do in the morning at T-Buzz TV, if you remember there, I'll put out the pivot numbers for three of them, but here they are. The first is Coinbase, COIN. The second one's Tesla. And the third is DJT. And the reason I say that today, I was noticing that we had a total shift in the amount of volume and buying that came into those three. But I think they're good for a pretty good run to the end of December. So in the morning, just listen for the pivot number I give, and I'll try to remind myself to do that in the morning. Had a great day today. Uh, did anybody make some money with me today in anything that I do? Anybody got any success stories before I get started about today? I thought it was a great day. TNT, income by the hour. There's Rob. He made some. There you go. Tesla. Yep. Yeah, Doug, I'm gonna look at Palantir tomorrow. No, Genesis was dead at the right time. That's the beautiful thing about it, Cody. It said stay out at the right time because it wasn't a time to get in during that time. But early in the morning, there were some good plays. Okay. But tomorrow's going to be good. Tomorrow's going to be really good. Tomorrow's Tuesday, trade day, we call it. QQQ. Yep. That's Tesla and QQQ. Good job, Bruce. Yeah, knowing when to stay out is important to me. I can tell you that. Definitely told you. It was amazing. Thank you, Michael. All right, let's get started, get to these slides. And this particular algorithm, I call it a smart algo because it focuses on 1 hour of the day. And it really doesn't do it just for me to say 25, 50, or 100% return. It's bigger than that if you go through my master classes. And tomorrow at 3 o'clock, I will have a master class at 3, all you Genesis members. Remember that, 3 o'clock tomorrow, a master class. I've got three in the can right now, meaning if you haven't read or haven't seen those three, you can go through them before tomorrow. Profits performance shown today are not typical. We make no future earnings claims. You may lose money. Points today is an internal audit that went from June 9th to November 11th. And the audit took real issue trades from the brand new Genesis Algo. God, I'm so proud of this thing. Meaning each option gain is hypothetical and using the benefit of hindsight. But from the live trades in real time, 78% win rate, 78% average with 6.2% average return over a 2-day hold time. Now, for those folks don't know me, I'm Tom Busby. Over the last few weeks, we've been able to build out what might be one of the most hands-free trading weapons that's ever existed. A lot of people don't understand it, but they understand being long, short, or out. We got it down to the simplest form of trading. The next generation algo automatically sends you high-powered trade alerts on autopilot. In other words, it works while you're doing other things nearly every single day. Genesis. Now, to set the stage, this isn't like your old-fashioned trading software indicator, unlike trading tools which require you to do all the legwork, searching for trades all day long. We know when they're going to be, we know when to look, and the smart algo requires zero oversight. Each automatic alert includes everything you should need to trade on the go: stock ticker, entry price, profit target, stop loss, and even an individual chart if you want to get deeper into it. That means instead of sitting at your desk, watching markets go up and down, you're alerted when it's time to trade. Have a chance to target next win while doing the things you love to do. Just Salgo, I guess, is a culmination of my work over the last 40 years. We've got it all automated now in one place, and it's unlocking a whole new way to trade the stock market. Like what happened last September 12th. At the time, NASDAQ QQQ was dead in the water, not much to write about, but thanks to Genesis, it's running right now, setting up for tomorrow, 24/7 around the clock. Been out riding a bike. Ding! That's the sound you listen for. And read that QQQ was on the verge of breaking out over the next hour with a 78% confidence rating based on real money results. Set your trade, a few clicks on the phone, maybe invest a $2,000 back to your day. Sure enough, if it works out, come back with 1,723 in that old brokerage account. Now, a quick $1,000 for one trade is great, but that's not even close to the best part. Unlike a lot of strategies out there, with Genesis, we don't need to wait days or weeks for the next entry signal, up to 5 times per day, with these tickers automatically generating the buy, sell, or stay out. That means the smart algo literally generates an abundance of trade opportunities. So if you miss one, there's another one coming. Just look at the 3 other trades that would have hit on that same day. 76% gain on gold, 164% gain on SPY, and a 270% gain on ticker IWM. Now, of course, it goes without saying markets don't come with guarantees. There's no magical button for instant wealth. Our internal audit overlaid hypothetical option trades on live trading signals had remarkable results, but can't promise that this will continue. So if you're looking to get rich overnight, then do yourself a favor, log off. We're not for you. But if you're looking for an undeniable edge, all good traders want an edge. Here it is, a new way to trade the market, unlike anything that I've ever had or you ever seen before. Look no further. With Genesis, you have a constant stream of alerts firing off in your back pocket to choose from, with tickers that are leading the pack and breaking out. You see, Genesis is designed to radically change when you enter trades and how you look at the markets. Most people believe buying fear and selling greed is key to becoming a successful investor. Buffett said, buy when others are fearful and sell when others are greedy. It's nice to say that, but while that's generally a great approach in theory, if you ever tried it, the sad reality is it's practically impossible for the average trader to execute. When fear is at its peak, the urge to sell can be overwhelming, which almost always turns out to be the wrong decision. And when greed takes over, temptation to keep riding that wave can lead to devastating losses when the music stops. So if you ever made critical mistakes in your own trade because you felt the fear of missing out or fear of losing money, hey, it's not your fault. As a human, these emotions are hardwired into your brain. In fact, it's a basic survival instinct. What you need is a way to overcome these human handicaps using a more practical, data-driven approach, the process. One that helps you give a clear picture when stocks on the verge of breaking out. For example, check out what happened back on July the 9th. At the time, the S&P was stuck going nowhere fast. Most traders would have had no clue if the SPY was about to break out or crash to new lows. But if you knew on this candlestick right there, that SPY had a high probability of breaking out the next day, it gives you a sense of confidence with a 78% success rate so far on live trade. Of course you'd buy in. And you didn't have to be at the computer to catch the trade either. Here's the beautiful part. In fact, you'd be out playing golf, heard that ding, automatically received the entry signal, the stop loss, profit target, criteria to practically set it and forget it, clicked a few buttons from the cell phone, watched the SPY hit the profit target the very next day. A 73% gain. That's not even the best part, because the very next day, hey, I'm out throwing the football with my granddaughter, heard that ding, placed that quick trade, and was paid before dinner that night. Time rolled on. 96% gain on the SPY. It's all thanks to market breakthroughs that happened during one specific hour of the day, 12 o'clock Eastern. Write that time down. I call this time of day the Genesis hour. Now, most so-called experts will lead you to believe that the stock market is dead during the middle of the day, like watching paint dry. You've seen it, I've seen it. But that couldn't be further from the truth. Just look at that data right there. That's telling you that is a sweet time to place entry trades. When you look at it here, it's a typical stock market return by each hour of the day, morning hours, midday, and in the afternoon. As you can clearly see, there's hardly any money to be made in opening and closing minutes of the day, just noise. And the real money is made during the Genesis hour. Anyone who can identify the stocks breaking out during that Genesis hour can repeatedly target these quick moves. Hey, look at Russell 2000, small cap index back in June. On June 17th, anyone watching opening hours of the day might assume that small caps were ready to head lower. Of course, knowing what you know now, you wouldn't have been shocked by the morning drop. But then during the Genesis hour, everything changed. With Asia and Europe markets closed, the noise was gone. We were able to quickly see that Russell 2000 was breaking out. Folks have been alerted right away, automatically. And look what came next, 114% gain on ticker IWM. What should happen again on July the 16th? In the morning, markets drifted slightly higher, not a ton of directional bias to base the trade on. There it is. During the Genesis hour, they showed their cards and IWM was starting to break out. Once again, the boring lunch hours would have turned into a massive opportunity. The Genesis algo would have automatically sent the entry alert on IWM. Anyone who would have taken about 30 seconds to place a quick trade could have seen 125% gain on that ticker. And if that's not gorgeous enough, watch it happen one more time a few days later, July 22nd, morning noise, Genesis hour breakout, automatic entry with built-in option selection and profit target and stop loss. We simplified it for traders. 280% gain on that one. 1,000 in that one would have paid out 2,800 in profit overnight. Someone who's more confident, started with, let's say, 2,500, could have pocketed 7 grand. That ought to reach out there and touch you. That's cash that cover a few months of the car payment, eliminate stress of car debt, extra 7,000 to beef up savings for a rainy day, all from that one 24-hour trade. So you might be wondering why stocks are breaking out during the middle of the day, during the Genesis hour. Well, there's something really important that happens during the 12 o'clock Genesis hour. Genesis hour is the first time in the day that stocks are able to move freely on their own. See, most people assume that trading day starts with the 9:30 opening bell, but that's simply not the case. Day starts much earlier with the Asian market, like tonight, then the Europe open. By the time the U.S. market's open, it's totally cluttered and filled with noise. With all the noise during the morning market act, it's nearly impossible to figure out what Wall Street's really doing, and nearly impossible to find out which stocks are really breaking out. However, when 12 comes around, something really special happens. This is the beauty. In the first hour, it's the first hour of the day that overseas markets are closed. And the first time we can see Wall Street freely on her own without the noise from outside international markets. That's why we see so many opportunities during the Genesis hour. Worldwide competition has been eliminated. U.S. traders are running the show. And anyone who can spot stocks breaking out during the 12 o'clock Genesis hour can then jump in ahead of what could be their next big move. Hey, look what happened on August 19th. At the time, the stock market was chopping around, going nowhere fast. Not much directional bias, just noise. But then during the Genesis hour at 12, once the international markets were done for today, S&P started breaking out. Clear signal Wall Street was buying up stocks in the first real hour. Anyone who placed that trade, hey, would have front run the move for 45% gain in their account. Take a look at what happened next on August 21st. Drop it in the morning, but that's just a bunch of noise. We now know. Right on time, during the Genesis hour, Wall Street took complete control. The overseas competition was eliminated. Markets were officially breaking out. You could have been out to lunch with some of your best friends, heard that ding, letting you know that S&P was on the move. giving you specific criteria to take advantage of the opportunity at hand. Right there, clear as a bell, how to get in, how to get out. Anyone who clicked a few buttons to follow along could have seen a 67% gain on that one. Now, the best news, though, is all the trading is bound to be winners and losers. No, so never go all in on a single trade. Luckily, you don't have to. These are small price options, roughly $1 a contract or $100 per contract. So start small, grow your account over time with Genesis. And to get the optimum returns, I would buy any stock going higher during the Genesis hour. I'd have a process. Instead, I want to know which tickers are the strongest in the market. Fastest horse, leading the pack, leading the breakout. Now, if you've been following me for any length of time, you may have heard me talk about my custom-built trading technology. The power's up. There it is. Revolutionary tool my team built to isolate stocks breaking out during the week. Power Zone takes into account multiple key numbers, including the high and low prices of reference bars across 5 different 30-minute candlesticks and a 1% ATR calculation each individual stock. Now, we spent a lot of money getting this technology in place, get it up and running, but it's worth every penny. Whenever a stock crosses in the Power Zone during the Genesis hour, that means it's leading the pack, breaking out, and we place a quick trade to let Wall Street do the heavy lifting for us. After optimizing this to Power Zone for intraday charts, I'll be in live trading it with my own money on the line, mainly tracking each entry, each exit, and profit result. And what I have to say, the results are better than what I thought they would be. That's the model portfolio, 278% account growth over 16 months, right there. 78% accuracy rate, win rate there. But as impressive as that is, over the last few weeks, we've drilled in. We've taken it to the next level and automated the whole thing. That means no more time glued in a half a dozen screens of many years. No more back of the napkin math. Your life just got a whole lot easier. Signal normally comes about 12:05. Remember that time? Then we place a quick trade to take advantage of it when it sets up, knowing that Genesis algo is paid with a 78% accuracy on live trades. For example, like what happened with gold on September the 24th. Not much going on during the morning trading hours, just noise. Right then, right on time during the Genesis hour, gold was breaking out in the power zone, meaning there was a good chance that gold would carry on higher with a 78% confidence rating based on live trade results, alerted about 12:05 with entry, ticker, the entry price, where you're wrong, profit target, all are included. All you had to do is take the trade and forget it. Anyone who placed that trade, follow along, would have saw an 83% gain. Now, the program has been coded to specifically target breakouts on the biggest, most liquid tickers out there. Here they are, writing down: SPY, QQQ, IWM, GLD, and USO. That way, we can automatically target the fastest horse once the smoke clears at noon, and U.S. traders take over the market during the Genesis hour. Then we simply piggyback on that move, riding the next breakout. Like on September 11, 2024. Here's one of the best results we've seen. Again, the markets were chopping around, taking people's money, just like the data shows. Waited for the time, right on time during the Genesis hour. Here it comes. QQQ was breaking out in the power zone, and sure enough, a massive rally came next. Now, if you'd had Genesis working for you, which is what you want to have happen, automatically in your pocket, you would have heard that ding right at 12:05 with entry details, 30 seconds maybe to place the trade, going back to whatever you're doing, let it work, and only 24 hours later cashed out with a 266% gain on the QQQ. 1,000 invested in that one would have paid $2,663. Hey, if you started out with 5 times as much, 13,324 hours. Now you're talking. And trading is as simple, straightforward as 1, 2, 3. Run a countless strategies test, working with market data and sophisticated programs to build it. Well, that wasn't easy. It wasn't, folks. But fast forward today, getting a simple entry alert to your phone with all the information needed to take the trade. I'd say riding a bike is is more difficult than following along with Genesis. If you can read long, short, or out, it's going to tell you on the ticker that you need to be trading. I simply wait for it to alert me right around noon each day. If I like to trade, click a few buttons, I'm all set. Hey, like back in June 10th to be exact. No action in the SPY that morning. But then during the Genesis hour, here we go. Immediately received the alert, knowing step 1, 2, and 3 into the trade. 2 days later, 87% gain. It's simple, it's straightforward, and it gets you on the right side. There's something really important to note with automated entries. Because we're able to get signals in a split second like that. You know when I know, without taking tons of time on our end, we can get that execution advantage right in there at the price you need to be getting in. That's worth a fortune. For example, the next day, same exact story. Like Tuesday, June 11th, like watching paint dry in the morning, no money to be made before noon, but then the Genesis hour, 103% gain. And after unleashing the smart algo into the market for a few months now, after booking over 100 trades with Genesis, a 278% return, I'm ready to take it to you right tonight. One of the last times I'll be talking about it. I'm ready to take it now. Here it is. Last chance at the best price. I knew it was going to be the last chance. Genesis is the only smart algo I know that isolates these stocks breaking out during the most powerful trading hour of the day. Work smart, keep it simple, and focus. When Wall Street is controlled, automatically generate alerts with everything you need to trade on the go. Entry price, profit target, and stop loss right in the palm of your hand. Now, let me walk you through how the membership's going to work. Listen up. Every day, Genesis will scan through the biggest, most liquid stocks out there: SPY, QQQ, IWM, GLD, USO. When it flags at one of these tickers breaking out during the Genesis hour, you'll immediately hear that ding in your pocket as alert hits your cell phone. Each trade, ticker, entry price, where you're wrong, and your profit target, all included. So you can practically set it and forget it. Everything you need to target what could be your next great win. In this case, 51%. Now, it's set up to be as easy, simple, and straightforward, even for new option traders. Steps 1, 2, and 3 to access these constant Genesis trade alerts. Opt in to receive automatic Genesis alerts via Telegram, where you'll be ready to go tomorrow. That way, there's no delay in getting your next entry alert. Our 24/7 portal now contains 3 master classes, 4 more live events to go. All the details how to sign up can be found in your members portal that's hosted on the main website. No download required. I even walk you through it live during the next master class. I'll do my best to answer any questions you might have. You'll find a recorded version in the members area if you can't make it. And you can expect an average of 2 to 5 alerts on average each day. There's no shortage of opportunities. Now, look, if you want to trade the underlying stock with a Genesis alert, go on and do it. But if you want to target some of the big outside of returns like I showed you, you need to use options. If you're new to options, that's okay. That's even better. I wrote a course that I'm going to make available to you. Basic form of options are available. Call options. Applying them to the Genesis trade is no harder than shooting that layup. But for those of you who want to dig a little deeper in options, other unique ways to leverage these great returns, you go to my course and take it. Part of this, you get it, plus income techniques for those who prefer a safer approach. You teach you my personal method for selection, high-powered weekly options that are dirt cheap, but have shown the power to pay massive returns. That way, any new members who join today are equipped to hit the ground running right out of the gates, like the Genesis trade on October 11th, 92 cents or $92 a contract, 107% gain, 84 cents or $84 a contract, 266% gain. Now, say you put 2,500 in that one, that's a $9,325 gain. Now, my VIP coaching programs at Detail run about 10,000. That's about right. So I think the price tag would be more than fair considering there's nothing else quite like Genesis out there. But lucky for you that are here. It's not going to be 10,000 to secure your personal access. So that's an amazing deal for you as one of the first traders in the Genesis program. Before I open the door, here's what really gets me jazzed up about Smart Algo. Look at these returns, 83, 115, 164. All you have to do is follow the steps. Now, I reworked the algo to alert us when certain tickers are breaking down also, and that will happen, meaning Wall Street is aggressively selling when overseas markets have closed. Not only will the Genesis trades offer a warning for some of your other investments, a nice thing to have in the background, but they also give you a clear-cut path to target some big moves to the downside. Entry, profit target, stop loss, everything you need to know. Let me be clear, the downside trades have the same profit potential as the upside ones. And I'm not just saying that. Our biggest opportunities to study could have been downside moves. Consider the 3-day market crash we saw back in July. Y'all remember? Each day, my Genesis algo picked up a short opportunity. Each one would have been a home run trade. Look at this, 168% gain, 283% gain, a 324% gain over a 3-day period. 2000, that last one, would have paid you $8,480. And that's just one of the 3 downside trades hit that week. With the Genesis downside trade bonus included, it's no surprise that the price of the exclusive membership is officially set at $42.95, right there on the website. Don't go join through the main website if you're here live. Win your access. But if you take action, listen to me tonight. Here's a couple things you're going to get. Bonus number 1, $500 off. Immediately give you $500 off that sticker. But not just that, I'm going to give you 5 times $500, which is another $2,500 off. That gives you a $3,000 off. That takes the price from $42.95 down to $17.95. But I'm not done yet. Bonus number 2, here it is. This is the one that counts for the best deal membership. Bonus number 2, half off. For anybody that takes action tonight, I'm going to give you something to make this an absolute no-brainer. Slashing already discounted price, half off. That takes the price from $17.95 to only $8.97. Now, if you want to be one of the first members today, click the link in the chat. He'll post it, dtitrader.com/Genesis, or call 904-416-1776. Now, don't miss out. Go to dtitrader.com/Genesis. Once you take one of the best deals, don't close the page. We got another offer. On that page, you get an opportunity to join as a lifetime member. No renewal fees ever. Plus, lifetime members will get free access to the indicator. You'll see up and to down that Genesis entry signals on the 5 most popular tickers: SPY, QQQ, IWM, Gold, and USO. With our team, we post the indicator unlocks the Genesis signals on every single ticker in the market. Starting today, you get instant access to it for free, meaning you can even more of these epic setups on even more stocks all on your own time. Don't miss out. They're going to fill up. Call dtitrader.com/Genesis or call 904-416-1776. Folks, now it's time for you to make a decision. Get down board, get ready to go. Tomorrow's trade day. We're ready to take care of your finances. Welcome to the family. Inside your members portal, you're going to see another bonus value at $9.95. Access immediately for free. A special cheat sheet I put together to help walk you through those steps. Insight on all the stocks that Genesis scans in real time. If you want to claim the special bonus, you need to sign up now. Click the link in the chat. And if you're a gold member, listen up. You know who you are. Call in as well, because I've instructed our team to give you a special bonus that you'll be jumping out of your seats. Join today. Go to dtitrader.com/Genesis. Now, questions. Can members begin receiving these automatic alerts? Absolutely. Once you get signed up tomorrow at 12, game on. These alerts will come during the Genesis hour. Final data shows there'll be 2 to 5 alerts per day on average, with a 78% accuracy rate. Is Genesis for beginners? I think so. Boy, I would love to have this. You get 14 days to try it out. If you ain't loving it after your first 2 weeks, get a refund. You'll never get back in this price. The way you'll have plenty of time to paper trade, get familiar with the alerts for all the perks as a member. My goal is to become a professional trader. Will it be a master class? Originally they had it set up to do two. I changed it because we had so many people join. I took it to seven. We've done three already. I got one scheduled tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Options. Are they complex? No. The way I do options are simple, straightforward, and they work. To have profit targets and stops being, of course, I'll tell you where to get in, tell you where we're wrong, and I'll tell you where you're right. Do you need a big account to trade Genesis? No, you don't. That's the beautiful thing about it. You start small and grow it over time. Join today. Go to dtitrader.com/Genesis. If you got any questions, call 904-416-1776. Folks, that's it. I hope I went through it and painted the picture of why you want to be other. Okay? Steve, I misquoted. There's only two master classes I've done. I'm doing a third one tomorrow. Okay. I thought I'd done a third one. I got one tomorrow. I'm doing seven total. James said we had no trades today due to Genesis. Told us to stay out. That's not unusual because it was a Monday. Excuse me. Wow. Pretty cool though. Once you get in here and get in the swing of things, you'll go, wow. I got people sending me love notes. Tom, 4 for 5. All this stuff. It's great. It's great to read these things. So it's pretty exciting. Any other questions? Yeah, just check from 12 to 1, James. 12:05, 12:30 to 1 are three times you should get messages. Well, you never had a bad experience with me, UDC, and you won't. Just ask my students. Fair way to get to see it. We'll turn it around for you. A lot of people do, a lot of people, they don't get trained properly on what they do. That's one reason I do these master classes because I like people tell you been working with me for years. I put a lot into it, a lot more than most people because I want you to do well. And usually it's because you heard something that you thought was one way, it's something else. Would you say that some of my better students speak up? You know, as I tell people, you can drive a Chevrolet or you can drive a Cadillac. Denise says, took several trades so far, 100% winners. Thank you, Denise, for posting there. John, if you already copy that, let people see that. That's nice, Denise, for you to say that. Yeah, just go to dtitrader.com/Genesis. Yes, 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 yes. Gary says Tom over delivers for bonus classes, typically paying for service before the term starts. Thanks, Gary. You figured me out, didn't you? You gonna copy and let them see what Gary said? Thank you, Gary. Look, folks, I came tonight because I wanted you to hear this because I know that this best deal is about to end. So no time for procrastination. Steve asked, how come I'm not doing 0, 1, or 2 day to expiration? Steve, because I got my way and I found that most people's skill level can't handle that. The closer you get in, the closer you get into an option expiration, the more exaggerated that option becomes during the day. Have you ever noticed that, Steve? If you got skill to handle it, it's great. But if you don't and you're new, you might have a little issue too. I usually sell options that are doing that. Hey, thanks, Ed, for joining. Thanks, Dave. Appreciate it. I had a guy that's been with me about, I guess, 25 years. He found out about this. He said, man, Rob, look what Rob said, Jonathan. He's got that right. See, I like all my students to be on scholarship, I call it. That's a scholarship guy talking right there. I think Rob, didn't you tell me you made 13,000 last week or something? I thought that's what you said. I forget. It's all good. Yeah, he said yes. That's what he did. Frank, you're still the top dog at 19,500. Hey, folks, what I told you at the front of this webinar, listen to T-Buzz TV tomorrow. That'll pay for this at the end of the day, I think. Those three stocks I gave. Rick, you can hold the trade to a certain percentage gain, or you can hold it for days. It's up to you. That's what I teach in the master classes. Some of these trades can be held to the end of the year. Well, Jonathan, Joe, do you have the cheat sheet? Be at the master class tomorrow and we'll show it to you where it's at. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Yeah, YouTube dot it's go to dtitrader.com/youtube.com. That's my YouTube channel. Jonathan will type it in there. Thanks, Jonathan. Well, folks, thank you for being here. Hey, if you're in my check, oh, never mind. I see everybody. Thank you.